Real people, real life situation. Kenya got the letter. What's going on, Kenya?
All right, dear Sam, my boyfriend, who I'm very happy with, has told me about his ex, a girl he literally chased for 2 years. They were together for 2 years before she cheated on him, which was 5 years ago. The other day, I was texting him, and suddenly he stopped replying for over an hour. It was kind of weird because we text each other all day long. When he finally replied, he told me that he was at the bar. I thought it was weird that he didn't text me, but I figured he was talking to his boys at the bar. That night, he told me he had run into his ex at the bar and they had talked for over an hour while he was ignoring my text. He learned all about her divorce and everything she's done since they last spoke. I asked if he talked about me, and he said no. Anyway, the very next day, she texts him, hey, and he responds, sup, dog. And I nearly lost it. I told him I was not okay with him having any kind of contact with her whatsoever, ever. He said that he was fine and wouldn't talk to her, but that I was being immature. He says that I'm the one he loves and who he comes home to. I cannot figure out why telling this woman he has a girlfriend and can't talk to her is such a problem for him. He also doesn't think there was any betrayal in his actions. No, he didn't cheat on me, but the situation and his actions feel shady, and I can't get that out of my head. Am I taking this too seriously?
What y'all think? I mean, he bumped into her at the bar. He was already there. She probably came on and said, "Hey, what's going on? How you been?
What?
What's up with you? What you want?" Then they started talking later on. And
I
I'm
think it
just,
was the ignoring. I think it was the ignoring of her text, and
Yes.
she talking all about her man, and he ain't even bring her
Not a
up.
word, not a word about it.
well, first of all, he
That's
was.
cold blooded.
What?
People be doing too much.
What?
She was doing too much.
He did too much. He did too much by telling her that.
He shouldn't even said something like
He
that.
should have never told you that.
He ran into her.
Yeah, because now he's going to anybody is going to feel some type of way, and the fact that you said, what did you say about me?" And then you
And
so
then you said you
insecure.
didn't say.
Did you say
Right.
anything about me?
He
He
set
should have
himself
been like,
up.
"Oh yeah, I was talking about you."
Yeah, I told her how great you are, how I love I am. What you expect him to say? What did you really expect for him to say? How
She
long they
wanted
been?
him to brag on her.
Okay.
Yeah, but he was
But
supposed
he-
to lie then, if that's the case.
Yeah,
He should have just
he
said,
shouldn't
listen,
have-
yeah, I told her about you. Because
If
he
he-
just
right.
set himself up.
He set himself up.
He did.
He was a
Okay.
goofy on that.
He was. He was.
And what's up, dog, is just so that you wouldn't say nothing.
Oh well,
The what's up, dog, was just trying to throw you off.
but it's old news. I mean, he's coming home to
But
her.
he told her, at least he told the truth. This was
He
sometimes
did.
telling
He
the
told
truth. It ain't good sometimes.
Yeah.
Certain things don't even need to be talked
So-
about.
exactly.
There
Had
was
he,
nothing of a, hey, what's up,
We-
dog, bye.
right.
Why is that a conversation?
Because she probably came at him like, "Why were you ignoring my text
See,
messages
I don't like
for so
that.
long?"
That was
I don't like
interesting,
that.
though.
Yeah.
That was interesting.
That's it, because either she's insecure or she already saw some signs.
Well, she wanted to know what was
Like,
happening.
no, sis.
Yeah, you
Look,
don't
and it
ignore
was
nobody
something
call
happening.
because they're talking to somebody else, another
Right.
woman. That is wild.
Yes.
But
Hey, babe, look, I just ran to my ex. I'm going to hit you back after I get through talking to her.
oh heck no,
Why not? You want me to be honest? You want me to be real, right? You
Wait,
want,
wait.
You want me to keep it 1,000?
no. No.
I haven't
can't
seen
say
her.
that.
I haven't
You
seen
can't
her in
say that,
years.
Sam.
I haven't
You can't
seen
say
her in
that.
years.
Yeah, that's why
Okay.
he didn't
Yeah.
say anything
All right
because
then.
he knew he was gonna get rushed in
Right.
that conversation.
Exactly.
She gonna be like, "What you doing?"
Because you know how y'all like to do anyway.
Right, especially if he been bragging on this
Period.
girl and talking about
Not even
how
about
he
that.
chased her
I'm
and-
about to start something. Not even about
Boy.
that. You know how y'all do.
How we do?
You know, women
How
will
do we
call
do?
you
Uh-huh.
and they'll talk to you. You're on your way somewhere,
Uh-huh.
or you ain't home yet.
Okay.
You at the grocery store, or you whatever.
Right.
After the conversation has been had that you talk,
Right.
a lot of times women just like to sit on the phone just to hear your background.
You doggone right. Who's around there?
Why?
Whose voice was that?
Why?
Okay, I'm not.
You said you was
Why?
you said you was in the car, but I hear a
Why?
TV in the
Sometimes
background.
your man need a break from hearing your voice.
You just shut that door.
A
You
quick
wasn't
break.
driving
A
nowhere.
quick break. He don't want to hear from like y'all do. He don't want to hear from the kids. He don't want to hear from you. He don't want to hear from his job. quick 5 minutes. That's the only time you probably get in the car by yourself. Good 15 minutes.
I guess.
Well,
Y'all do it. Don't act. Come on. Don't act like it's not mutual. Sometimes
Yeah.
you know you love them. You know you love them kids, but sometimes
You need a break.
you just want that 15-minute ride
You're
home.
right. You're
but
right.
no. But this ain't that. He was
You just want
acting
that
a little too
15.
excited to talk to this ex
For a whole hour,
and-
but it was
and
only an
ignore-
hour. It was only an hour that he didn't respond within text. It was only 1 hour. She timed it, man. Pay attention. She timed it.
You know your
Again,
person.
women.
You know your person. So if y'all texting back and forth all day, and then all of a sudden, because he in this chick face, he can't answer your calls or your texts. No.
That was it. He
And
was silly
then
for that one.
on top of that, you gonna say, well, no, you didn't even come up in the conversation.
Yeah, he was a goofball for that.
Yeah, very much so.
He was
So yeah,
goofball.
that was his bad. That was his
Yeah.
bad on that.
He was straight goofy.
Yeah.
But let's see what everybody got to say about it. Let's go to the comments section. If you're just tuning in, how long were they together? 2 years?
Well, yeah, the ex and her boyfriend.
Oh, they've been broke up for 2 years.
They were together for 2 years. I guess that was 5 years ago.
5 years ago.
Right.
Okay.
So she
Aw,
didn't say how
man.
long she's been with this particular boyfriend.
Oh, man.
So we don't know.
But
But
think about that ex.
you think?
No,
Well, we hope.
I
Right.
don't think so. Yeah.
Right. But her spidey senses was tingling.
Exactly.
And
That's
when
what
those
she knew.
spidey
She
senses
should ask
start
more than
tingling,
one.
Right. Some
What
was-
my man up to?
Exactly.
Da-da-da-da-da.
Mhm.
There's another woman around him. Da-da-da-da-da-da. He might have a slinky link, a sneaky link.
Yeah.
Is that the song that plays on her? in her
That's,
head?
yes, that's the song be playing in your head.
She was
Okay.
like, "Oh, my
Oh,
weenie's
he didn't
in
text me
danger."
back.
Not my weenie is in danger.
Somebody trying to get it.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Right. Shoot, we know.
Let me call him. I went straight to voicemail. Da-da-da-da-da. Let me
Right.
get my tracker and track him. He don't know about that one.
Oh, the tracker.
Yes.
I'll go crazy.
Yeah.
Big tracker.
Just so y'all know,
Big
a
tracker
lot of y'all
energy.
are being on track, are being tracked. Your phone is being tracked.
Just for safety
We know
reasons,
where you
I'm
are
sure.
all the time.
Yes.
Okay. Now, Victoria said first, stop going through his phone. But anyways, you already know what it is. He didn't want to tell her about you. He wants to talk to her and be cool with her. You can't make a grown person do anything. He's doing exactly what he wants to do, not respecting y'all relationship. Either you're going to accept it or you don't. Whatever you do, do not reach out to her. She owes you no explanation for
embarrass
the
yourself.
actions of your
Do
boyfriend.
not embarrass yourself.
That's true. And Chris said he's testing the waters with her. Start planning your exit. He didn't tell her about you because he didn't want to ruin his chances of getting his foot back in the door. You're his second choice. Leave. Damn.
Second choice.
Ooh, that
they
stings. That's
hardcore.
yes. And Meek said you're a placeholder. She's
Yeah.
the one he really wanted and still wants. Now that he thinks he has another chance, he will take it. And the reason he talked to you about her, because he was never over her.
Yeah.
Mm.
And that is true. People would do that. People would do that.
Mm.
They would do that. Yeah.
Well,
They will. They'll do that. If they get to telling you about somebody, that's what I just said. They get to telling you about somebody, they ex, and they
They
talk about their ex
ex.
more than one time.
mm-hmm.
I get give them twice, maybe. That means that they're not over
There's no need to talk about the ex at all.
at all. Don't, but you know that you have, because sometimes people want to know.
Okay.
Every now and then you get I make an exception for some of y'all that like that type of stuff. You go on, and some people do that. Get it on out the way. I don't need to hear it no more.
Mm.
That's it. And if they voluntarily keep bringing up, and then, or if you keep, or you asking, something wrong with you.
Well,
But
yeah.
that's the reason why he said that. And don't think that she probably was the only one, because he was already an hour already there. He probably did. He probably actually went there not even looking to bump into her. Probably went
Absolutely.
there looking for something else.
Possibly,
That makes
but
it even worse.
once he found it, he knew he wasn't answering her phone calls. So yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So
disrespect.
you have to answer the. Do you have to answer the call? If you went to go get you some tea or get you a drink, and
You know-
you're on your own, it's just you. Do you have to answer the call if you just want some me time? Do you have to? Because if you don't, that ain't right. That ain't the norm from her. That ain't the norm from him. He didn't answer the phone. He didn't respond within my text within 59 seconds. He must
No,
be
we're
up
not
to
saying
something.
59 seconds. It's just obvious.
That's what that lady
when
said.
It can be obvious when somebody's doing something different, like Kenya
Absolutely.
said. That's
Give us some examples. Give the world some examples on they moving different. When?
if you always pick up every time somebody calls, and then you don't pick
Yeah,
up, and then
right.
somebody calls multiple times, that's normally like code for emergency if it's multiple calls back to back.
If they're taking an extra afternoon shower and trying to put on some new cologne and stuff just to go to simple places and
So-
taking
Okay, I wouldn't
extra
know that
long
from
in
that.
places.
So what
Okay,
you're
I wouldn't know
saying
that from
is
that.
if you wear cologne, according to
Yeah, no,
her,
okay, I'm not saying
you need
that.
to wear it every single day,
You better be wearing it all
everywhere
the
you
time.
go.
I mean, it will stand out, but I don't think that's the term. If you have issues in your mind already, like you said, if there's some
Yeah.
doubts, if there's some insecurities, those type of things put the spidey senses up. I think I'm just talking about if there's a daily routine that everybody has that you
Right.
stick to, and then out of that daily routine, like I said, if you're normally getting a call when someone comes home and they're in a car, they call you every day or they don't, or something that kind of stands out, you're trying to get in contact with
Yeah.
them, and they normally are great at, replying or calling you right back. That stands out. That
Right.
stands out.
So if they just had one moment that they didn't, that means they own something.
Not at all. Not to me.
Okay.
Not to
I
me.
think that a good guidance point is how would you feel if it was done to you? So if your girl was sitting up there in the bar talking to her ex that she was in love with that broke her heart and started ignoring your phone calls, would that be okay? If the answer
Well,
is yes, then
the
that is
question
fine.
would be if you knew this was a dummy who told and didn't respect and just told her, yeah, I met my ex there.
Mm.
Some things people run into or do you don't need to talk about.
True.
You know what I'm saying? And then you need to know when to cut off the conversation. Hello, how you doing? Okay, you been all right? How the kids? All right. Oh, you got okay, fine. Now you move on.
So you think it's a chance because he was at least honest with her, or you think he's not checking for her?
He got a goofy. I mean, he's a goofy.
He's just goofy.
It was no reason to tell her that, yeah, I ignored your call because my ex was there and I wanted to talk to her.
Mm.
Like,
Yeah.
I'm just saying. Am I wrong? What reason was it for him to tell? Some people do dumb stuff like that.
I agree with that.
But he didn't actually do anything.
He
except
did.
for
He acknowledged
break
that he was
script.
with this woman that he used to be with, that he was in love with, and he has a new woman.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? He could have just said, I was hanging out at the bar, had me a couple, and I was looking at the game, which he probably was. But nope, he wanted to run that in her face because he really still is probably thinking about the ex. Then he's not even smart. How you gonna tell her when she asked you the question, well, did you bring up me?
Well, I mean, he's just a really honest guy.
And he's
gonna
very
get the
honest.
answer.
And the reason why he told her that is because he knew that she was probably insecure, and he rubbed that in her face like that. And she took it.
Dang.
No, I ain't talking about you. I want to be with you, man. We good.
Well, she
That's
said
another
she's
way to
happy.
look at it.
She said that she's happy. And
Well, then this is nothing to talk about.
Okay.
It's nothing to talk about.
well,
But for those of you, you do not have to
now.
go and always run and tell certain things that don't make, especially if you have no intent. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I can't help but agree with that.
Like,
If there's nothing, you did
you
nothing
ain't- I
wrong.
ain't thinking about you.
Don't create a problem when you did
Right.
absolutely nothing wrong.
You know how many people that saw somebody they used to kick it with or even used to hit back in the day?
mm-hmm.
You ain't even told them that you hit it. You'd be at the grocery store. You bumping into somebody you hit 20 years ago. Hey, how you doing? Hey, this is my wife. How you doing? Hey, wait, wife here. Hey, what's your name? Yeah, that's Nicole.
But if they walk away from you and start talking to the
Right.
person and act like
That's
they don't know,
gonna stand out.
Then that's
That's a
then
problem.
that's a problem.
Here we go.
Yeah,
That's
shit.
right. Here go my husband. Here go my, you know what I'm saying?
You'd be like,
Or here my
"Hello?
woman, whatever they are to you.
What's
Yeah.
up, honey? The kids are waiting on us in
Yeah.
the car.
And you go, all right, man. Yeah, so how you